The news is hot, it's on the street. Stories breaking, skip a beat. Sanglikar's weekly got the juice. Truth unleashed, no excuse. Weekly, what's the scoop? News so fresh you'll jump the hoop. Stories rolling, headlines pop. Sanglikar's weekly never stops. From the markets to the skies, politics to fashion highs. Every week it's something new. We bring the world right to you.
And for the second Saturday of July 2025, a few stray thoughts, and a few general remarks, and a few points of view, by way of a roundup of the week. All my own musings. Like, it has been a dull and boring week.
Indian political parties, so many, so weird. Indian political canvas, so wide, so colorful. BJP, Congress, Shiv Sena, TDP, TMC, DMK. Communist Party, JDU, BJP. So many, oh so many.
Like, in the dull week, flutter was created by RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat by saying leaders should retire at 75. Though BJP leaders scrambled to clarify the statement, I think it was aimed at Namo, who turns 75 next month. Interesting? RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat's remark at a book release event dedicated to late RSS ideologue Moropant Pingal in Nagpur on stepping aside at the age of 75 has prompted opposition politicians to question its impact for PM Modi, who, like Bhagwat, turns 75 this September.
आज अपने मोरोपंत जी के 75 वर्ष पूरे हुए, इसके लिए उनको शाल पांजर ली। 75 वर्ष का आपने किया, लेकिन मैं इसका अर्थ जानता हूँ। 75 वर्ष की शाल जब उड़ी जाती है, तब उसका अर्थ यह होता है कि अब आपकी आयु हो गई, अब जरा बाजू हमको करने दो।
The disgruntled trio, who were downcast after the INDIA experiment, became active after the remarks of the RSS chief. In social media post on X, Congress leader Jairam Ramesh called PM Modi a poor award-winning prime minister, and said, "What a homecoming," reminded by the RSS chief upon return that he will turn 75 on September 17, 2025. But the prime minister could also tell the RSS chief that he too will turn 75 on September 11, 2025. Pawan Kara, in a self-made video that he posted on X, said that the country's good days are coming, as he claims that Mohan Bhagwat and PM Modi are leaving their offices, both of whom will be turning 75 later this year. Shiv Sena UBT MP Sanjay Raut also questioned whether PM Modi will apply the same retirement rule to himself that was reportedly used to sideline senior BJP leaders after they turned 75. Sources in the BJP said it was too premature to talk of Modi laying down office on attaining 75 years. He had successfully led the party to power in 3 consecutive elections. Has made the organization invincible in several states. And if the party wins the Bihar Assembly elections, it will add one more feather in his cap. He is facing no health issues and enjoys a high energy level matched by few of his peers. The disgruntled trio would continue to be downcast if INDIA does not win the Bihar elections this year.
The party will also have to find a candidate for the president's post. Incumbent President Draupadi Murmu's term ends on 25 July 2027.
The RSS tradition. The tradition in the song.
No Sanglikar has stepped down unless physically unfit.
Bala Saheb Deoras, Rajju Bhaiya and K.S. Sudarshan all relinquished the post only due to serious health concerns. both Rajju Bhaiya and Sudarshan announced their retirements because of their frail health when they were 78 years old, while the third Sar Sanghchalak Balasaheb Deoras remained chief of the RSS until 1994 till the age of 79, when he formally stepped down due to deteriorating health and made Rajju Bhaiya his successor. Here, both Bhagwat and Modi are physically fit and continue to serve effectively. The RSS tradition. Here's a little more detail about each. Madhukar Dattatray Deoras, also known as Balasaheb Deoras, was the third Sar Sanghalak, chief of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh. He served as Sar Sanghalak from 1973 until his death in 1994. Rajendra Singh, also known as Rajju Bhaiya, served as the fourth Sar Sanghalak, chief held the position from 1994 to 2000. K.S. Sudarshan, the fifth Sar Sangchalak, succeeded Rajju Bhaiya, leading the RSS from 2000 to 2009. Mohan Madhukar Rao Bhagwat is the sixth and current Sar Sanghalak, chief of the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, RSS, since 2009. Amit Shah has announced his retirement plan.
मैं मेरे बाकी का जीवन वेद, उपनिषद और प्राकृतिक खेती के लिए खर्च करूंगा.
Let's wait to hear from Modi and Bhagwat.
Sanglikar's weekly.
Like, BJP's Nishikant Dubey, MP, threatened to beat up Thackeray brothers in Uttar Pradesh or Bihar for opposing Hindi compulsion. Provocative? Nobody takes Dubey seriously. He is Sanjay Raut of BJP. Agree?
कि महाराष्ट्र का आज़ादी के आंदोलन में बहुत बड़ा योगदान रहा। मराठी भाषा जो है, जैसे मराठी भाषा का सम्मान है, मराठी का सम्मान है, कन्नड़ का सम्मान है, तमिलियन का सम्मान है, तेलुगु का सम्मान है, उसी तरह से जैसे उनकी वो रीजनल लैंग्वेज है, जैसे उनको अपनी भाषा के प्रति प्यार है, उसी तरह से बिहार के लोग होंगे, उत्तर प्रदेश के लोग होंगे, झारखंड के लोग होंगे, मध्य प्रदेश के लोग होंगे, राजस्थान के लोग होंगे, उनकी भी अपनी भाषा है, उनकी हिंदी भाषा है। तो किसी भाषा के आधार पर यदि ये लुम्पेन एलिमेंट ठाकरे परिवार जो है यदि मारपीट करता है तो हमारे बर्दाश्त के बाहर है।
Like, in Gujarat, a bridge connecting Anand and Vadodara districts collapsed, killing 20 and injuring many. Disgraceful. Do you see smile on Lalaji's face? Bridge collapse in Anand adds to Gujarat's alarming pattern of structural failures. Over the past years, Gujarat has seen multiple bridge collapse incidents raising safety concerns. From the 2022 Mumbai disaster that claimed 141 lives to the 2025 Anand collapse and the 2023 Palanpur incident, these cases highlight recurring structural failures despite repeated investigations and official assurances of preventive measures.
On 23 October 2023, an under-construction bridge collapsed in Palanpur, Banaskantha district. The bridge was part of National Highway 58. 3 people were killed when girders placed on the pillars gave way. According to the main opposition party, the Congress claimed the construction company responsible for the Palanpur bridge had been blacklisted by the Gujarat government during 2016 to 17. On 30th October 2022, a pedestrian suspension bridge over the Machu River collapsed in Morbi, Gujarat. 141 people died, and over 180 were injured. The bridge cables were rusted. Anchors were broken. Bolts were loose. The newly added flooring increased the weight on the structure.
क्यों ना चले रे सरकार की दुनिया, ऐसे ही चले दरकार की दुनिया, सन सनन सनसार ये दुनिया।
Vadodara's garbage piles to soon smell like lemon. VMC set to spray 44,000 kilograms fragrant powder to mask filth. If you can't clean it, just perfume it. Instead of clearing the heaps of rotting garbage that filled the city with an unbearable stench, the Vadodara Municipal Corporation decided to crush the odor by spraying fragrant powder on it.
घटना सरजी
Delhi CM Nevis Row. Maya Mahal 2.0.
A new chief minister, a new address, and a new row over renovation costs with a price tag of 60 lakh rupees. Delhi Chief Minister Rekha Gupta's official residence, Bungalow number 1 on Raj Nivas Marg, is getting a high-tech facelift. The Public Works Department's tender lays it out in black and white. 14 air conditioners for 7.7 lakh rupees, 14 CCTV cameras for 5.74 lakh rupees, 1 UPS system for 2 lakh rupees, 23 remote controlled ceiling fans for 1.8 lakh rupees, 1 OTG for 85,000 rupees, a washing machine for 77,000 rupees, a dishwasher for 60,000 rupees, a gas stove worth 63,000 rupees, and a microwave for 32,000 rupees. And to that, 6 geysers worth 91,000 rupees. For lighting alone, 115 lamps, wall-mounted lights, hanging fixtures, and 3 large chandeliers. And a bill touches 6.03 lakh rupees. And all of it billed to the taxpayer. The opposition is calling it Maya Mahal 2.0.
You are watching Sanglikar's Weekly.
Like, Tharoor criticized Indira Gandhi and Sanjay Gandhi over emergency. Unthinkable sacrilege. Shashi Tharoor slams Indira's emergency era. Congress retorts, bird turning into parrot?
There are political sagas, and then there is the curious case of Shashi Tharoor, a man who wears the Congress tag but often speaks a language that ruffles feathers within. His latest salvo? A scathing critique of the emergency, not just the era, but its architects. And it has left his own party, let's say, egg-faced. Calling it a time when democracy was subverted and authoritarianism prevailed, Tharoor laid bare the suspension of fundamental rights for nearly 21 months. The crackdown on dissent, the muzzling of the press, and the betrayal of the constitutional values. But it's this part that has raised the political temperature. Tharoor did not hold back on slamming the forced sterilization drives, calling them brutal campaigns of coercion and violence, led by none other than Sanjay Gandhi. And this comes barely days after the BJP marked 50 years of emergency on June 25th with full-blown attack on the Congress. And now, Tharoor finds himself under fire from within. Congress MP Manikam Tagore took a sharp swipe, saying, and I quote, "When a colleague starts repeating BJP lines word for word, you begin to wonder, is the bird turning into a parrot?" Unquote. A jibe that hits where it hurts, especially given Tharoor's famous caged bird metaphor for freedom of speech.
Parrots, along with ravens, crows, jays, and magpies, are among the most intelligent birds. The ability of some species to imitate human speech is unique. Like, it is reported that Karnataka CM Siddaramaiah was denied appointment by Rahul Gandhi, but Deputy CM, DK Shivakumar could see Priyanka Gandhi. Smart move. Karnataka CM, his deputy Indiana the capital.
The Karnataka Game of Thrones, and that battle has now shifted to Delhi. Well, and Karnataka Chief Minister, his deputy, that is DK Shivkumar, both are in the national capital. Siddaramaiah, he was speaking to the media just a short while back. He has digged in his heels. He says there was no power sharing formula. There is no question of cabinet reshuffle. There has been no discussion on the leadership change. He in fact vows to complete his full term.
Rahul Gandhi's photo on sanitary pad. FIR filed over fake video. Congress leader says others will face action too. Congress leader Supriya Shrinate confirmed that an FIR has been registered regarding the video. An FIR has been lodged against the misuse of Rahul Gandhi's image to create a fake video. Action is also being taken against others involved, Shrinate said.
A new twist has come to the fore in the case of Rahul Gandhi's morphed photo. Let's know the whole matter. The matter is about a video that went viral on social media in which Rahul Gandhi's photo is seen on a sanitary pad, which was allegedly being distributed in Bihar under the party's Priyadarshini Udaan scheme. Gale, whose aim was to raise awareness about menstrual hygiene among women in the state. Due to this video going viral, an FIR was registered in Bengaluru, which was confirmed by Congress leader Supriya Srinath. Now after the FIR was registered in Bengaluru, Hyderabad police has also registered a case, in which the allegation is on Radhanhan and other social media users. Congress says that this post is not just a political conspiracy but is hurting the dignity of women.
You are watching Sanglikar's Weekly.
Maharashtra.
Like, Sanjay Raut declared that there is no need for India alliance now for municipal elections. Congress and Sharad Pawar are bold. Shiv Sena, with the Balasaheb Thackeray, MP, Sanjay Raut said that there is no need for national alliances like the INDIA bloc or the Mahavikas Aghadi, MVA in the upcoming local body elections. Emphasizing that local issues matter more in these elections, he said that decisions should be left to local leadership. National Language War. M.K. Stalin congratulated Shiv Sena on Maharashtra's war on Hindi opposition. However, Shiv Sena, UBT, MP Sanjay Raut shrugged off the compliment and said that Shiv Sena had not stopped anyone from speaking Hindi in Maharashtra, and Hindi movies, Hindi theatre, and Hindi music are all in Maharashtra. Sanjay Raut emphasized that Shiv Sena's fight is only against imposition of Hindi in primary education.
देखिए, दक्षिण के राज्य जो है वो सालों साल से इस विषय पर लड़ रहे हैं और उनकी जो भूमिका है वो आज की नहीं है कि हमारे ऊपर हिंदी मत थोपिए, लेकिन उसका मतलब है कि हिंदी हम बोलेंगे ही नहीं। हम हिंदी बोलेंगे नहीं, हमारे राज्य में हिंदी किसी को बोलने नहीं देंगे, हमारी ये भूमिका नहीं है। हम हिंदी बोलते हैं, आप देखा, मैं हिंदी बोलता हूं, मैं हिंदी पढ़ता हूं, मैं हिंदी देखता हूं, मैं हिंदी में सोचता हूं। हमारी भूमिका है कि प्राथमिक स्कूलों में हिंदी की जो सक्ति हो रही है वो हम होने नहीं देंगे, वो हम होने नहीं देंगे और हमारी लड़ाई यहां तक सीमित है।
On the Pahalgam attack, Shiv Sena, UBT, chief of the Thackeray said, "Did the Pahalgam terrorists join the BJP? Where are they now, and why haven't they been caught yet?"
लेकिन पहलगाम के आतंकवादी भाजपा में गए क्या? कहां गए वो? मिल कैसे नहीं रहे? तो शायद यही हो सकता है कि कोई कुछ भी करे और भाजपा में आता है तो वॉशिंग पाउडर भाजपा तो हाँ, और अभी नहीं इतना ही नहीं, लेकिन उनको शर्म भी नहीं आती। पाकिस्तान के खिलाफ पूरे दुनिया में आवाज उठाया, हमारे भी लोग एमपी उन्होंने वो लेके गए थे, अच्छी बात है, हमने तो समर्थन दिया था, लेकिन उसी पाकिस्तान के साथ अब खेल खेलते हुए इन लोगों को शर्म नहीं आती। सुनो, पहली बात ऐसी है कि हम किसी भाषा का विरोध नहीं कर रहे हैं, हम तो जबरन या सख्ती से हमारे ऊपर कुछ लादने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, उसका हम विरोध कर रहे हैं। अब मैं कौन सी भाषा में आपके साथ बात कर रहा हूँ? हिंदी में तो कर रहा हूँ। हमारे सांसद यहाँ खड़े हैं, संसद में हिंदी में तो बोलते हैं, जबरदस्ती क्यों? और अगर जबरदस्ती करनी है तो जो उत्तर के राज्य है, चाहे उत्तर प्रदेश है, हमारी कोई दुश्मनी नहीं है, लेकिन वहां तीसरी भाषा कौन सी होगी? तीसरी भाषा कौन सी होगी?
Well, the question is there a rift in Maharashtra government over the MNS protest? And this question is being asked because on one hand you have the Chief Minister who says no permission was sought. On the other hand, Maharashtra Minister Pratap Sarnaik has rushed to join the protest. He says, I am going to join the protest, and he's also saying that what the Congress is doing is wrong.
Transport Minister Pratap Sarnaik criticized the decision of the Maharashtra state government to deny permission to a Marathi rally in Mira Road. The minister joined the demonstration, defying potential arrest. The demonstration was organized over the language row involving traders and Marathi-speaking locals. Sarnaik said, the government has not issued any instructions to suppress a peaceful march held in support of Marathi pride. The way police are detaining people, it raises doubts that they are working on some party agenda. Defying his own government, Sarnaik said he was ready to face arrest, stating, the Marathi Ekikaran Samiti and several other organizations had applied for the rally, but were denied permission. I am joining the rally. If the police dare, let them arrest me. I stand with those who are speaking up for Marathi Asmita.
त्यांनी जर शांतताप्रिय मार्गाने जर मोर्चा काढला असेल आणि मराठा एकीकरण समितीचे लोक जर शांतताप्रिय मार्गाने मोर्चा जर काढत असतील तर पोलिसांना त्याला अटकाव करणे योग्य नाही. जर त्यांनी चुकीच्या पद्धतीने काय केलं तर त्यांच्यावर जरूर कारवाई करायला.
गृह खात्याचा हस्तक्षेप आहे काय?
मी त्या संदर्भात माननीय मुख्यमंत्र्यांना सुद्धा मी भेटणार आहे की राज्याच्या गृह खात्याचा कुठलाही हस्तक्षेप नसताना जर अशा प्रकारची कारवाई पोलीस स्थानिक लेवलला करत असेल तर ते चुकीचं.
Maharashtra Minister Pratap Sarnaik tries to join MNS language protest. Thackeray loyalists drive him away. What he expected was a warm welcome, but it turned into chaos, as MNS workers turned on the Maharashtra Minister Pratap Sarnaik, calling him a traitor. Controversial statements, controversial actions. That's the minister for you. A video showing Shiv Sena MLA Sanjay Gaikwad physically assaulting a canteen worker at a Mumbai MLA hostel has triggered fresh controversy. Shiv Sena MLA Sanjay Gaikwad thrashes canteen worker over alleged poor food quality. Priyanka Chaturvedi, deputy leader of Shiv Sena, posted on X her condemnation for the incident. Fadnavis slams Shiv Sena MLA Sanjay Gaikwad over canteen assault incident, calls behavior unacceptable.
भारत मेन अपना फर्ज निभा लिया.
Tamil Nadu.
DMK government misusing temple funds. AIADMK Chief Palaniswamy alleged that the temple funds are being misused in the name of running educational institutions. He called it a conspiracy by the DMK government's HR and CE department. Paying tax, paying education cess, and now even temple offerings?
A political storm has erupted in Tamil Nadu over the use of temple funds to build government colleges, with AIADMK chief and former CM Edapadi K. Palaniswamy accusing the DMK-led government of diverting donations meant for temples to construct art colleges.
They want to build colleges with the temple money. Good people like you donate money for the development of the temple, but they are using that money to build colleges.
Palaniswamy's remarks sparked sharp backlash from the ruling DMK, with Endowments Minister Sekar Babu accusing him of ignorance.
EPS is speaking without knowledge of history. Chief ministers who have passed away now have also done this. We have been using funds from temples for humanitarian needs. I will hold a special press meet on this and address it fully.
It's a constant debate. Should temples be regulated, governed by the government? And it's something, of course, that's also seen a political discourse in Tamil Nadu at a heated debate. Now,
should there be two hundis in a temple? One hundi with the SC ruling that donations in the temple hundi will be used by government to build colleges etc. for all communities in the state. The other hundi with the inscription that donations in the temple hundi will be used for development of temples in the state. In a one-of-a-kind event, the Nam Tamils Katchi, NTK, organized a massive conference titled Grazing Land is Our Right at Virathanar village near Madurai, bringing together thousands of goats and cattle and their owners from across Tamil Nadu. The event, hosted by NTK's Farmers Wing, aimed to highlight the importance of grazing lands and the challenges faced by livestock. The conference venue featured a stage facing an enclosure secured with iron fences, where hundreds of native cattle stood, creating a striking visual. NTK's chief coordinator Seaman delivered a fiery speech, emphasizing the significance of natural farming, livestock rearing, and traditional livelihoods like toddy tapping, palm climbing, and self-sustaining practices. Known for his advocacy of rural traditions, Seaman recently made headlines by climbing a palm tree near Tirachender to extract toddy, sparking widespread attention.
நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கிற இந்த மாநாட்டிலே ஆடு மாடுகளாகிய எங்களின் உரிமைக்காக மதுரை மண்ணிலே இந்த விராதனூரிலே நடந்து கொண்டிருக்கிற இந்த மாநாட்டிலே பங்கேற்றிருக்கிற எங்களுடைய மெய்ப்பர்களாகிய ஆயர்குடி சொந்தங்களே,
You are watching Sanglikar's Weekly.
Bihar. Vikas, one of the key accused in the murder of a prominent businessman, Gopal Khemka in Bihar, has been shot dead in a police encounter. He was killed in an encounter with the police in Bihar capital's Malsalmi area. It is alleged that Vikas accompanied the main accused shooter Umesh when he shot Mr. Khemka right outside the gates of his residence in Patna.
Delhi.
I should get a Nobel Prize for Governance, Arvind Kejriwal. Kejriwal demands Nobel Prize. BJP suggests corruption category.
Former Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has sparked a fresh political debate, saying that he deserves a Nobel Prize for governance and administration for working despite persistent obstacles placed in his path by the BJP. The BJP has also hit back at Kejriwal's claim, saying he could get Nobel Prize if there were categories for corruption, inefficiency and anarchism.
Kerala.
Like, Kerala government put state doctors on food testing duty for vice president. Surprising move by left front government? Kerala doctors resist food testing task for VVIP visits. Insulting, Kerala doctors defy food testing order during VP Jagdeep Dhankar's visit.
West Bengal.
Like, after law student, an IIM Calcutta woman was drugged and raped in IIM hostel in Kolkata. Shameful incidents for DD.
Days after the South Kolkata Law College gang rape case hit headlines, another shocking case has now come to light. And this is of alleged rape inside a campus. Now, a student of the Indian Institute of Management, Calcutta, was allegedly raped by a second-year student inside the boys' hostel. Now, this incident, which reportedly occurred under the guise of a counselling session, is now under intense police scrutiny. And according to police, the survivor alleges that she was first lured to the hostel by the accused, offered food and drinks, and then subsequently she lost her consciousness, only to be awakened inside the hostel room, assaulted and threatened. Now, mutual friend had also accompanied her to the campus, but the accused insisted on a private conversation, ultimately leading her to a vacant room.
Uttar Pradesh.
Conversion gang mastermind Changur Baba arrested. UP CM Yogi terms Changur's actions anti-national. Authorities seize over rupees 100 crore from his 40 accounts.
Officials investigating Jamaluddin alias Changar Baba have made a big breakthrough. The officials have found that Changar Baba has funds worth 106 rupees crore in 40 bank accounts. The investigation revealed that Changar Baba received most of his funds from the Middle East. Changar Baba also reportedly has 2 properties worth crores of rupees registered to his name. Up police under CM Yogi Adityanath's orders nabbed Changar Baba along with his close associate Neetu alias Nazreen from Balrampur. Changar Baba and Naseen were arrested on July 5 from a hotel in Balrampur, Uttar Pradesh. The Uttar Pradesh Anti-Terrorism Squad, UP ATS, has intensified its probe into the Changar Baba case, uncovering a massive foreign funding network allegedly used for religious conversions. The ATS investigation has revealed the use of approximately 40 bank accounts for transactions exceeding 300 Indian rupees crore. The ATS is scrutinizing the money trail to identify the origins and extent of this foreign funding nexus, which allegedly operated for the past 15 years.
Telangana.
Like, K. Kavitha threatened Rail Roko, demanding 42% OBC reservation in Telangana and she got it. Doesn't it cross the limit? So what?
Jitni abadi utna hak.
Karnataka.
Like, Karnataka government's move to feed chicken rice to stray dogs is brilliant. I would like to know the name of this bright brain.
Not just a man's best friend, but now a beneficiary of a new civic initiative. In the Indian state of Bengaluru, government has rolled out a rupees 2.9 crore plan to serve stray dogs chicken and rice daily. Hearing this, Bengaluru street dogs might just be howling with joy for the first time. The Silicon City's local civic body, BBMP, has issued a request for proposal seeking bids from agencies registered with the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India. This daily feeding program is designed to calm aggressive dogs and make the city safer for everyone. The contract is for 1 year and can be extended depending on the performance.
Like, there was no response to Bharat Band call on Wednesday. Where are the unions? Bharat Band news cripples public life. Public transportation was severely affected across several Indian states due to Bharat Band. The protest is aimed at opposing labor reforms and economic policies introduced by central government. The strike targeted disruptions in public transport, government offices, public sector offices, banking, postal services, and industries. Bihar witnessed disruptions as members of RJD blocked railway tracks. In West Bengal, agitators obstructed rail services at multiple locations. Many unions defied police presence and squatted on tracks. Many trade unions allege that central government is pushing pro-corporate reforms at the cost of labor rights. Like, it is sad to read that they are blaming both pilots for the Air India Ahmedabad crash.
The preliminary Air India crash report says that seconds after Flight 171 took off, the fuel cutoff switches for both engines went from run to cut off. Within 1 second, the engines lost power. The report states in the cockpit voice recording, one of the pilots is heard asking the other, why did he cut off? The other pilot responded that he did not do so. The switches were flipped back to run, but it was too late. The report says one of the pilots radioed a mayday as the plane soon crashed into a medical school dormitory.
This report suggests that those switches were moved by a person. Whether it was inadvertent or deliberate, we don't know yet, but those switches were moved by a person.
260 people on board and on the ground died. Newly released photographs show the plane's landing gear extended, as photos from the ground confirm, and the fuel control switches back in the run position. Sources with knowledge of the investigation tell NBC News the fuel switch comes with a safety guard. A pilot must pull up and twist it to turn it off.
Minister's response on the report.
And regarding the report, this is a preliminary report right now. And from the ministry, we are analyzing the report, but I think it would be better if we can comment on it once the final report comes in.
Airlines Pilots Association. The Airline Pilots Association of India raised concerns over the Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau's preliminary report on the Air India plane crash in Ahmedabad. The association said that the investigation seems to assume that the pilots were responsible for the accident. The tone and direction of the investigation suggest a bias toward pilot error. We categorically reject this presumption and insist on a fair, fact-based inquiry, ALPA India President Sam Thomas said in a statement. Minister on report indicating pilot's error.
I don't think we should jump into any conclusions on this. I truly believe we have the most wonderful workforce in terms of pilots and the crew in the whole world. I have to appreciate all the efforts the pilots and the crew in this country are putting into the aviation. They are the backbone of this civil aviation. They are the primary resource of civil aviation, and we care for the welfare and the well-being of our pilots also. So let's not jump to any conclusions at this stage. Let us wait for the final report.
Sanglikars Weekly, it's all here for you.
You are watching Sanglikars Weekly.
India outperforms major economies of world. India ranks 4th globally in income equality.
India has climbed to the top ranks of the world's most income-equal countries. And that is not just a claim, it's backed by the latest World Bank data. Once often cited as a case study in inequality, India now ranks 4th globally in income equality, standing just behind the Slovak Republic, Slovenia and Belarus. Now, what makes this more striking is that India has outperformed major economies like China, the US and every member of the G7 and G20 when it comes to income distribution. The report uses an index, a global measure of income distribution, where a score of 0 means perfect equality and 100 means total inequality. India's score has steadily improved over the years from 28.8 in 2011 and an even better figure now in comparison. China's index is 35.7 and for the US the index stands at 41.8.
China's relationships with Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Nepal. Debt trap diplomacy. The China-India relations are at a crucial stage of improvement and development. We stand ready to work with India to move bilateral relations forward on a sound and steady track. Ministry of Foreign Affairs spokesperson of China said, over the past weeks and months, China has closely followed the developments between India and Pakistan, actively promoted talks for peace, and worked to maintain regional peace and stability. China welcomes and supports India and Pakistan in properly settling differences and seeking fundamental solutions through dialogue and consultation. China stands ready to continue playing a constructive role to this end. The China-India relations are at a crucial stage of improvement and development. We stand ready to work with India to move bilateral relations forward on a sound and steady track. China's relationships with Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and Nepal are significantly influenced by loans and infrastructure projects, particularly through the Belt and Road Initiative, BRI. These nations have received substantial Chinese investments, often in the form of loans for infrastructure development, which has led to increased debt burdens and concerns about potential debt trap diplomacy. Should not China focus on Indo-China relationship first? SC refuses to stay Bihar voter list revision. Supreme Court allowed the Election Commission of India to continue with its Special Intensive Revision, SIR, in the electoral rolls in poll-bound Bihar. Supreme Court, however, asked the poll panel to consider using the Aadhaar card, the election card, and the ration card to enumerate voters during the exercise.
Special intensive revision of electoral rolls in Bihar. Supreme Court bench today called it the constitutional mandate of the Election Commission, of the poll body, asked the Election Commission to consider whether using Aadhaar cards or voter ID cards and ration cards as valid documents for this revision is permissible. Now, here's what the court said in its final order. The Supreme Court basically said that the Election Commission is submitting that list of 11 documents which is asked is not exhaustive. Then the top court added that it will be in the interest of justice if Aadhaar, the voter ID card, ration card are also included as part of this intensive revision. But the Supreme Court also added that it's for the Election Commission to decide whether it agrees or not. If the Election Commission does not agree, then it needs to give reasons explaining the decision as to why it has decided not to include Aadhaar and voter ID card as part of the revision. Also, the court finally said that since no stay has been asked for by the petitioners, at this stage, they're not going to impose a stay, which means the Election Commission can continue with this special intensive revision exercise. The next hearing will be held on the 28th, I believe, of July, which is after the time the first draft of the rule will be out. So in a sense, it has cleared the path for the continuation really of this special intensive revision exercise.
You are watching Sanglikar's Weekly.
Top court seeks removal of D.Y. Chandrachud from official residence, writes to government. The Supreme Court administration has formally written to the Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs, urging immediate action to vacate Bungalow No. 5, Krishna Menon Marg, currently occupied by former Chief Justice of India, Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. According to the Supreme Court administration, Justice Chandrachud has continued to occupy the official residence beyond the permitted period. Under Rule 3B of the 2022 Supreme Court Judges Rules, a retired Chief Justice is allowed to retain official accommodation for up to 6 months post-retirement.
Sanglikars Weekly, the ink never dries. Sanglikars Weekly, it's all here for you.
Like in commerce, Sabi Khan, PIO, has been appointed CEO of Apple. One more PIO at the helm.
The ascent of Indian origin leaders to the top rungs of global corporations is no longer a surprise. It's a pattern. From Sundar Pichai at Google to Satya Nadella at Microsoft and Neela Nair at Chanel, the presence of Indian talent on Wall Street and Silicon Valley boards continues to grow. And now another name joining this global hall of fame. Sabi Khan, the new Chief Operating Officer of Apple Inc. Born in Moradabad, Uttar Pradesh in 1966, Khan's journey is the quintessential global Indian story. After early schooling in India and Singapore, he moved to the US, earning dual degrees in economics and mechanical engineering from Tufts University, followed by a master's in mechanical engineering from RPI, New York. Khan joined Apple in 1995 and rose steadily through its operations division. With nearly 3 decades at the giant, Khan has played a pivotal role in shaping Apple's supply chain, greening its manufacturing ecosystem and steering it through the COVID-19 disruptions. And now, as COO, he succeeds Jeff Williams in a long-planned transition, cementing his position as one of the most powerful operations leaders in global tech. Yet, while Indians like Khan earn praise for their global leadership, the question still remains, why isn't this talent contributing more directly to India's tech or manufacturing ecosystems?
Like, Priya Nair, 53, will be first woman to head HUL. One more glass ceiling broken.
Meet Priya Nair, a 30-year veteran on Hindustan Unilever. Just named the first ever woman MD and CEO of the 5.6 lakh crore rupee FMCG giant.
Hello, I'm Priya Nair, President of Beauty and Wellbeing.
From walking the corridors of consumer insights back in 1995, she's now set to lead one of India's most iconic companies. Nair will take on her new responsibilities on the 1st of August and will also join the HUL board.
Netizens react as Louis Vuitton makes mini auto rickshaw handbags walk the runway at Paris Fashion Week. Middle-class struggle is high-class couture. Complete with its three-wheeled structure, handlebars and yellow boxy canopy wrapped up in signature LV monogram, the Indian auto has gone global. Louis Vuitton's auto rickshaw handbag is just 35 lakhs. Louis Vuitton's rickshaw handbag blends Indian street style with global luxury fashion. Guess the price?
Louis Vuitton has surprised everyone by turning an Indian auto rickshaw into a luxury designer handbag. The quirky bag was spotted at the brand's post-show resembling in Paris tucked quietly on a shelf. Not on the runway. It's a miniature shiny version of India's iconic three-wheeler reimagined in true Louis Vuitton style. This unique bag is not meant for daily use. It's more of a collectibles item and a bold fashion statement. Noted for turning unusual objects into high fashion, Louis has returned to previously designed bags, shaped like planes and even paper clips. Now, the auto rickshaw joins the lineup, with its high-end materials and design. The bag is expected to cost your fortune, but that's typical of luxury brands where uniqueness, not practicality, takes center stage. This latest creation is part of Louis Vuitton's recent tribute to India and clearly it's making headlines.
Gunfire erupted at Cap's Cafe, the new Canadian restaurant owned by Indian comedian Kapil Sharma in Surrey, British Columbia, on Thursday. In a social media post, Khalistani terrorist Harjeet Singh Ladhi claimed responsibility for the shooting. A message from the heart. We opened Cap's Cafe with hopes of bringing warmth, community, and joy through delicious coffee and friendly conversation. To have violence intersect with that dream is heartbreaking. We are processing this shock, but we are not giving up. Like in sports, India beat England in second test by a record margin of 366 runs.
Ye dil mange more.
India's historic Edgbaston triumph.
Finally, India has breached the fortress at Edgbaston. That venue where India till now had not been able to clock a win. Now India has won the second test against England by 336 runs. This parity now is restored in the series, and it is of course the captain Superman Gill who has led from the front. Also Siraj, Akashdeep, they have scripted this famous win that we were expecting, and now finally India has registered its win, its victory on Edgbaston.
India women vs England women. India notch historic series win over England with convincing 6-wicket victory in 4th T20 International. India women thrashed England women by 6 wickets in 4th T20 to seal the 5-match series 3-1.
Series is 2-1. Will we go to a game 5?
And just 17 overs it took for India to get the job done and take the series 3-1 with a match to spare, winning by 6 wickets.
Missed opportunity. Wyan Mulder, South Africa captain, declares when 367 not out. Wyan Mulder passed up the chance to set an individual record score in men's Test cricket. Mulder was 367 not out and 33 short of Brian Lara's all-time record total when South Africa declared on 626-5 against Zimbabwe. Brian Lara is a legend. For someone of that stature to hold the record is special. "If I get the chance again, I'll do the same thing again," said Wyan Mulder.
Records are meant to be broken.
All records are made to be broken. Neil Manthorpe reacts to South Africa declaring with Wyan Mulder on 367 not out. To call it a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity isn't doing it justice.
I mean, to call it a missed opportunity or a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity is not really doing it justice, because most of the greatest batters in the history of the game have never had such an opportunity.
Taunted for living off daughter's earnings, tennis player's father killed her. In Gurugram, tennis player Radhika Yadav, 25, was fatally shot by her father, Deepak Yadav, 49, at their residence in Sector 57. Using his licensed revolver, Deepak fired multiple shots, with 3 striking Radhika. Gurugram police have arrested Deepak and charged him with murder. The incident followed an argument regarding Radhika's tennis academy, which her father opposed.
Gurugram, a state-level tennis player, Radhika Yadav, was shot dead by her own father in Gurugram. Now the reason? She used to make Instagram reels. The victim was shot dead at around 10 a.m. in her house in Gurugram. The police have arrested the men. Now, according to the police sources, Radhika wanted to become an influencer, but her father, Deepak Yadav, was upset about his daughter making reels and posting them on Instagram. In agitation, he has fired 5 bullets at his daughter, 3 of which hit her. 25-year-old Radhika was a renowned state-level tennis player who had won several competitions as well. She also competed in various national and international tournaments before meeting this unfortunate, tragic and horrifying fate.
Sanglikar's weekly, the ink never dries. Sanglikar's weekly, it's all here for you.
Like at Wimbledon, we will see a new women's champ, but it will be a repeat of French Open for men. Sinner and Alcaraz will battle it out. Sinner eliminated Djokovic in straight sets. Djokovic should retire. Swiatek wins 6-0, 6-0. Amanda Anisimova was blown away by 4-time French Open champion Iga Swiatek in the final of the women's singles at Wimbledon, losing 6-0, 6-0. Anisimova becomes the first woman to lose a Wimbledon final in the Open era without winning a game. Swiatek won her first Wimbledon title in just 57 minutes to become a 6-time Grand Slam champion. She will soon be awarded the Venus Rosewater dish by Catherine, Princess of Wales, and will also collect a prize pot of more than $4 million.
Sanglikar's weekly, the ink never dries. Sanglikar's weekly, it's all here for you.
Many people ask me this question, Swamiji, you are from IIT, how did you land up as a sadhu? Hua kya? Some relationship problem? Some breakup? For your information, I went to the IIT in the same batch as Sundar Pichai. 89-93, he went to Kharagpur, I went to Mumbai. Few years back we met at some wedding and we exchanged notes. And the first comment he made to me was, "You look younger than me." And I said, naturally, because you deal with Google, which creates stress, I deal with God, which relieves stress.
Sanglikar's weekly, the ink never dries. Sanglikar's weekly, it's all here for you.
Part 2 follows.